beautiful people, welcome back to my channel, to all my Sylvies, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tata and I like to do videos on my fashion and style, and sometimes I also do home decor. So today's video is gonna be stores I shop at. So when I first got into the cottagecore fashion, I wasn't sure where to shop at. I didn't want to go shopping at a lot of fast fashion for a couple of reasons: ethical values, and also normally I notice when I get stuff from like H&M, Forever 21, the quality isn't good and they don't last long. Because of the type of fashion it is, it's not easily, you can't find it easily everywhere. It took me a while to figure out places where I can shop from, so I decided to share to you guys places I have shopped from and would recommend shopping from. So I'm going to give you a range from very cheap to very high, and all these places I have buy from, so I know how the fit is, the quality of the clothing is, shipping, the price, and something else I forgot to mention. Okay, I just know how these shops are. So there's many shops I'm not going to mention. That's because I haven't shopped there yet, or I haven't bought anything from there. But let's start this video. So for the first one, I would say the cheapest places you can find clothing, cottagecore clothing at, and when I say cheap, I'm talking about $20 US and under, is, if you haven't guessed, thrift stores. So thrift stores is a great way if you're just starting to get into the fashion to go to and get really good quality stuff, because thrift store sells every type of things, like brand, designers, or fast fashion, and they sell for a large discounted price because it's used. So I definitely would recommend thrift stores. The only downside with thrift stores is that you may want something, or you may have something in mind what you want, doesn't mean it's going to be there. So it's a type of patience. You need a lot of patience. You need to look, you need to take your time. Sometimes you're going to be going to multiple thrift stores. I know that's not for everybody. I know sometimes some thrift stores could be very overwhelming, so but they're really great place to go to if you want cheap, good quality stuff. Sometimes it's not good quality, but basically if you want really cheap stuff, if you're just starting a closet, definitely check thrift stores. Now let's talk about mid-range, and for me a mid-range would be like $30 to $100. So in that mid-range, is not too cheap, not too expensive. So the first shop that you can find a lot of cottagecore stuff is called Antique, and that's an Instagram seller. She's based in Hong Kong, but she gets most of her clothing from mainland China. The cottagecore look, the vintage look, the antique look, she has all of those. She's really good with communication, meaning that she will answer your DM if you message her. The only downside is the only way to shop with her is through her Instagram, so you have to be following her, but she's really good with posting new article of clothing. Another store that I just recently purchased from is called Simple Retro. So I found this shop again on Instagram, and I needed some good blouse and stuff like that. It's okay clothing, and it's a good place if you don't want to spend a lot of money to try on to get like basics. So they sell lots of nice blouses, some dresses that work really well with cottagecore. They have some scarves, and they also have some stuff you could wear on your legs. And it seems to be, next store is called Sugar Thrills, and this is something I just recently buy from. So they are under Doll's Kill, and if you don't know what Doll's Kill is a alternative brand that sells alternative fashion, and they have a little shop called Sugar Thrills, and Sugar Thrills, I guess, sells a lot of cutesy stuff, but they also sells some cottagecore items that can work well, especially works well with the type of romantic cottagecore I am into. And so it's not gonna be die-hard cottagecore. You're gonna see a lot of things that could work with your aesthetic. It's very loud, very bright, very pink, very girly. So the next store I have here is another Instagram store. It's called Louisiana Squirrely, and I butchered that name, but you're gonna see it somewhere on the screen. And she is an independent designer. It's very into the romantic style, romantic cottagecore. It's very pink. I look at her style like the modernized Marie Antoinette Rococo look. So I do recommend you check out her page. The only downside with it, she doesn't have a huge inventory, but what she does have is very unique, very well made. She makes it handmade, and she is sustainable. So she used like clothing that people don't need anymore and turned it into beautiful clothing that you would need. Now let's talk about high-end, and high-end is anything above $100. So $100 to maybe $1,000, although I will never buy something for $1,000 yet. Let's talk about Dynasty George. I'm not going to go too much into it. I just did a haul. That's my last video. You should check it out so you can see her clothing. But she is a woman of color designer who designs cottagecore clothing. Her clothing is beautiful. They are a little on the high end, and from experience from buying clothing that's on the high end, I noticed that they're much better quality, they last longer, and they fit better. So I purchased 2 dresses from her. Quality is amazing. She's also a sustainable brand. She's ethical. She has manufacturers in India. She's very open. She's very transparent. So her brand is very transparent, which is very important. As far as the downside with her is that her brand is new. Her inventory is still building. So she's making a website. It's coming up soon, and basically it just takes a little time. She's gonna be there. The dresses I showed you, I don't think you could order as now as today, now whatever today's date is, but in the future I'm pretty sure this will be, you know, fixed when she gets her brand rolling. Another brand I purchased from is called For Love and Lemons, and they are also a sustainable, ethical brand, and I got one thing from them. So the other thing, they're expensive. They're gonna be expensive. So they specialize in, well, when I think of them, I always think about lingerie, basically lingerie. They specialize in lingerie, but they also sell dresses and blouse, and they have a few things that works really well with cottagecore, and I have no issues with them. The only downside I would say is like a little pricey. Sometimes I think it's like a little too pricey for what they're asking, but that's the only downside with them. It's a little pricey, but their brand is sustainable. They have really nice, cute stuff that works well with the cottagecore fashion. I love this brand, but the cost. This is Love Shack Fancy, and you should know what Love Shack Fancy, who Love Shack Fancy is, and what Love Shack Fancy is. Beautiful, feminine, flowy, whimsical brand. Like, if I had the funds, I think 80% of my closet will be filled with Love Shack Fancy clothing. Very beautiful. Love clothing. I have a few pieces from them. I have one that I got secondhand, and I also bought one straight from the store. They're basically like a luxury brand. Their clothing is very expensive. Next is a very favorite. It's a new favorite with everyone, and it's Silky. And I have, oh, I was gonna say 2, but I have a Silky video. I'm gonna link that above, of me trying on my first Silky purchase. So Silky is such an amazing brand, not only for the clothes, but for what they believe in, what they stand for. Dresses are very well made, and I think her dresses are made in China. Fits great. Those dresses are unique statement dresses. I call them investments. They're easy to wear, meaning that you can't just, you could wear, to me, you could wear the puff anywhere. You could dress it up or dress it down. So they're easy to wear. They're beautiful. They're one of a kind. So you're not going to see these dresses all over. It's definitely a great investment to get a Silky. They're very body conscious, so they have all size works You don't matter how big or how tiny you are, you will find a dress there. Okay, so that's basically most of the brands I continuously, I forgot to say that, I continuously shop from. Another brand it's like a notable mention because of a famous dress, and that's called the Lirika. But I featured the strawberry dress in my haul, thrift store haul, so I got that secondhand. That's all I have to share with you. If you have any questions, comment below, I will answer them. I will link all the stores down below so you can check them out, except thrift stores. Yeah, you can check out, you gotta go to your local thrift store to do that. But thank you so much for watching. If you stayed this long and not subscribed, please subscribe. It's like, why watch my video if you're not gonna subscribe? So please subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. I also have a TikTok, but I'm mostly on Instagram, so follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.